Welcome to the One Pager with Dave Carver, where we take complicated topics and reduce them to what actually matters. No shouting, no politics, just clarity. Welcome to the One Pager. I'm your host, Dave Carver. This is the podcast where we slow things down, strip away the noise, and take one page, one idea, one honest look at a topic that usually gets buried under the headlines and hot takes. Today's topic, law enforcement. Not the slogan, not the uniform, not the politics, the reality. When most people hear the words law enforcement, an image immediately pops into their head. For some, it's safety. For others, it's fear. For many, it's anger, frustration, or mistrust. But here's the truth people will never sit with. Law enforcement is not a monolith. It's not one mindset. It's not one experience. It's people. Flawed people. Tired people. People who see humanity at its absolute worst and then go home and try to be normal. I've worn the badge. I've stood over crime scenes. I've knocked on doors no one ever once answered. I've seen what happens when society breaks down quietly behind closed doors. And I can tell you this. Most officers don't wake up wanting power. They wake up wanting order in a world that often has none. Law enforcement is one of the few positions where you're judged for what you do, what you don't do, and what someone else did in a different city, on a different day, under different circumstances, all at once. Every call starts with incomplete information. Every decision happens in seconds. Every mistake lives forever online. And yet we ask our officers to be warriors, counselors, mediators, social workers, mental health responders, sometimes all in the same shift. That weight changes people. Some carry it well, some don't. Some never ask for help. Some burn out quietly. And pretending that doesn't matter is one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves. Here's the hard truth that both sides often avoid. You can demand accountability and recognize humanity at the same time. I repeat, you can demand accountability and recognize humanity at the same time. Bad policing exists. It must be confronted. It must be corrected. But reducing every officer to the actions of the worst examples doesn't fix anything. It hardens everyone. And excusing bad behavior because the job is hard doesn't help either. Law enforcement doesn't need blind loyalty. It needs earned trust. That trust is built through training, transparency, consistent standards, and leaders willing to say, this was wrong, I'm going to fix this. Strength isn't pretending problems don't exist. Strength is facing them head on. There's a cost to wearing the badge that never shows up in policy debates. Marriages will strain, sleep disappears, faith gets tested, and the world starts looking darker than it really is. When you spend your days dealing with lies, violence, addiction, loss, it rewires how you see people. That's not an excuse. It's a reality. And if we want better policing, we need healthier police officers. And that means caring about the human being under the uniform, not just when something goes wrong. Law enforcement has taught me this. Most people are one bad day away from a bad decision. Most officers are one good mentor away from being great or one bad leader away from being dangerous. Culture matters, leadership matters, character matters. And when the system forgets, everyone pays the price. Law enforcement isn't perfect. Neither is the society it serves. But progress doesn't come from shouting past each other. It comes from honesty, humility, and the willingness to see the whole picture. That's today's one page. I'm Dave Carver. I'm running for Sheriff of Hancock County. This is the one pager. Until next time, stay thoughtful, stay grounded, and don't let the noise replace your discernment.